6:12 now, a remarkable story of survival. I first brought you Bobby Stone's story last year when 3 women swooped in to save his life after he collapsed on a pickleball court. Now he's back in the game and facing off with familiar and friendly faces. Some of the first responders who saved his life are being recognized this Saturday for National First Responders Day, and appropriately, Methodist Healthcare organized a pickleball tournament at Chicken N Pickle in First Responders Honors. I was there when he came face to face with the men who transported him to the hospital.
I feel really good.
Bobby Stone was ready for battle. His rivals? Rhino Revlos and Tanner Haig. No, he's a fighter. Even though they'd only just officially met minutes before the match.
Hi, guys.
Nice to meet you.
Hey,
looking great.
Good.
Looking real
God.
good.
Bobby doesn't recall the day they picked him up from Chicken N Pickle.
So you guys were the ones who, yeah. I'm sorry, I don't remember any of that.
But they remember.
Yeah, you too. Exactly. A fighter. Yes.
Yeah.
This patient would not give up.
I've never had to defibrillate someone as many times as we did for you.
Coming face to face again.
I can't thank you guys enough.
Only this time for the Methodist Healthcare Pickleball Tournament honoring first responders.
To them, it probably doesn't seem like a lot, but for us, it was a miracle.
To thank his heroes for saving his life.
Somebody told me that you guys shocked me 6 times.
Yes.
The shock of Bobby's sudden cardiac arrest in the middle of a game on March 20th, 2022 was captured on restaurant cameras, and so was the miracle that followed. 3 women, complete strangers who just happened to be in the medical field, rushed to give him CPR. Francie Gillum was among them.
I'm sorry.
We first interviewed her last year when she was reuniting with Bobby's wife, Jean, but Bobby was still in the hospital. The women kept him alive just long enough for Haig and Revlos to arrive.
It was seamless.
As the paramedics will tell you, even Chicken N Pickle being equipped with an AED played a crucial role.
The CPR before we got here, you being on the AED, and it telling us through dispatch that it has shocked you already. As we were walking in, we were ready for it.
They were in and out in 10 minutes, transporting him to Methodist Hospital, the only hospital with an ECMO, a piece of equipment that can treat a rare lethal heart rhythm they recognized in Bobby.
I think he's a candidate for this.
Amazingly, Haig says they had just received training about this new machine.
Everything kind of aligned, I think.
The stars aligning.
That day, it just all came together.
And Bobby now thanking his lucky stars.
I thank you guys, from the bottom of my heart. I know, and I don't get emotional, but I might.
For bringing these strangers together.
These success stories, this is why we show up.
A show of divine intervention playing out from start to finish.
This whole deal was rare, and then to follow up with the patient is even more rare. We drop off so many patients at the hospital. We don't get to follow up on any of them. We don't know how anything turned out, so this is amazing for me to see. 24 hours straight, we're here to help people, and this is like a golden moment for us.
Of course, a big thank you to everything first responders do for us every day. Methodist Healthcare did emphasize a really important point, though, saying that having that AED at the restaurant and for other facilities as well, it's just really important for them to carry it. And then following Bobby's incident, all 6 Chicken N Pickle locations began requiring an AED on all their sites.
He was really lucky that everything was there in place. I mean, just all the stars aligned for him.
When we say everything, I mean, that story has so many layers to it. I couldn't even cover everything. But from the 3 ladies last year who happened to be in the medical field, complete strangers who saved him, to then the paramedics, and even the cardiac team that was at the hospital that day. But it was also special for me because I met Bobby for the first time. This, after doing the story on him. So it was really nice to actually see him doing well.
Well, he seemed really thankful.
Yes.
And the question I would ask, I don't know if you asked him, how old is Bobby?
I did not ask. I typically try not to ask people how old they are.
Well, I'm just kind of curious because I'm kind of getting up a little bit,
He was
I got
healthy.
something a little crass, I asked.
He was healthy, though.
He was healthy.
Before this, he had no heart
You know
problems,
what?
so this came out of nowhere.
I guess that was my real question.
Yes,
how
I
old are you?
figured.
I guess next time I see you, how healthy are you? No, but I'm glad to see that everything worked out really well for him. That is awesome. Earlier I asked